The NFL over the years has its stories about great teams with great players that at times just didn't get along. Sometimes it was for short periods of time, others it lasted for years. Today in the 2015 version of the Dallas Cowboys had a little chapter on a couple of players that butted heads. Action 4 Sports Director Clay Williams in Oxnard with the team. The story of Dez Bryant and Tyler Patman in today's practice.
That's right, Joe. It actually started yesterday when those two went at each other. Cornerback, wide receiver, it gets a little heated. And then today, even more heated. Checked at the line. Tyler Patman went underneath Dez's helmet, took it off. Dez says, my helmet comes off, yours comes off. He takes it off, throws a couple of punches, and the players get in between. Now, that's usually where it stops at training camp. That's usually where it ends. But this one just kept going and going and going. It started the way it usually does at training camp. Competition is high, tempers are the same. Wide receiver Dez Bryant and cornerback Tyler Patman get into a scuffle that lasts several plays. Punches thrown, feelings hurt, but at the end, everything is good between teammates.
It's two great competitors, man. We're going back and forth. You know, if you would have seen me play before, you know, I was giving him a little bit of mouth, you know, letting him just talking a whole bunch of stuff to him, and he was talking back to me, and it just escalated over to the next play, and you know, that's what happened. You know, at the end of the day, he wasn't going to back down, I wasn't going to back down, and he fighting for respect, and he got mine. And you know, you can go to war with a guy like that any day of the week. At the end of the day, you seen us, we shook hands, we hugged, and we respect one another.
I can't tell you, man, we're family, man. It's just intense out here. It's training camp, you know, it's part of it.
You love each other, though?
We love each other. Like I said, we're family.
I love competing. I'm very prideful, and that's what you need to win ball games. You know, Patman did what he's supposed to do.
The tension at camp between players who are trying to make the team and others trying to make a Super Bowl is no accident, but it's part of the culture that Jason Garrett is promoting.
That's not the last little scuffle you're going to see in training camp. So, I mean, I think the best thing we did last year was we had an edge to us, and you don't just walk out on Sundays with that. You get it here in training camp.
At one point, defensive end Jeremy Mincy, who just arrived today after holding out for the first 3 days of camp, had to play peacemaker between Dez and Patman. He says, though, he's used to this as he's been fighting for a new contract all summer.
It's clear that I wanted to be a Cowboy. All I wanted was just to be here longer. You know, you get tired of your kids switching schools and going from city to city. I've done that. If I can get out here and fight for my teammates, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me to fight for my family. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Somebody got to be brave enough to, you know, to do what they got to do for their family. I'm glad I took a stand, and we got good results, and I'm here now, and everything's great.
Now, Jeremy Mincy did get an extra $500,000 on his contract this year. He will make $200,000. The other good news for him, the Cowboys have waived the $30,000 a day fine that he missed the first 3 days. The bad news, he did not get any extra years added to his contract. Stephen Jones, the executive vice president, says he will not discuss a contract extension with Mincy until the 2015 season ends. But also some injury news to tell you about today. Offensive lineman Rashad Fortenberry, a unrestricted free agent out of Texas Tech, injured today. Looks like a knee injury. They carted him off. We have not heard any word yet. That's the first real injury we've had in 4 days of camp. But anyway, that is it from here in Oxnard. Cowboys Training Camp 2015. I'm Clay Williams, Action 4 Sports.